Name's David Reed, and this video is one of a series of videos looking at the use of artificial intelligence tools in English language learning and teaching. The one that we're going to look at today is called Gamma, and it's a tool focused primarily on creating presentations. Now, these could be from a teacher's perspective or a student's perspective. Now, today we're going to focus on it from a teacher's perspective. I think getting into the whole area of whether students should be using these tools to create presentations or essays or these kinds of things is a whole sort of moral area that I prefer not to explore at the moment. But certainly from a teaching perspective, this tool could be incredibly useful to help teachers to create materials for their class or to create presentations or slides, to present language points in class as well. So we take a look at it, and you might find something useful there that you could perhaps use when it comes to your teaching with your students. Okay, let's dive in and have a look at the tool itself. It's called Gamma. Now, it's not free. It's still in beta, I think, and it's not free as far as I know. If we take a look down at the bottom here, you can see where it says 140 credits. They give you a certain number of credits for free, which allow you to create a certain number of presentations or web pages. As far as I have been able to gauge, it takes around 20 credits, 20 to 30 credits maybe to create a presentation. I'm not sure exactly how they calculate how much is taken off for each presentation, but they give you a certain amount. I can't remember, about 300 to begin with, and then that kind of goes down, and then you can buy more later. So it was a reasonably generous amount to start with to give you a chance to test it out and then decide whether it's something you would like to pay for later. Okay, so let's just come in and we'll see how it is. You can see already I have already created some. Um, to give you an example, this was just a presentation that I created about virtual reality. How virtual reality can help ESL students learn English for academic purposes. And this was all done simply from the title. I just typed in the title and then it created the whole thing based on the title that I put in. I mean, you can't edit it once it's been added and created, but it does add pictures. It adds sort of the format and the layout. Like I said, you can go in, you can add slides, or you can edit them as you see fit. You can see there. So if we just come back again, now I think from a teaching perspective, let's create a new one. Like you say at the top there, you can create a new one with AI, and we'll do it from just typing in text. You can do it from sort of text where you um, take a document or something, or import a document, and then it reads that text and then adds it. But I'm just going to do it straight from the app itself. And it asks me what you'd like to create. You can do presentations, you can do documents, or you can do web pages. But for now, I'm just going to do a presentation. And then it asks you what you would like to do the presentation on. And you can put a reasonable amount of detail. I think there's up to 300 words you can put it in. A presentation on the use of the, let's do a sort of a grammar point or something like that, use of the present continuous to describe future scheduled events. Okay, so here we're going to put in a particular grammar structure, provide explanations and examples of the form, meaning, and use. Now let's see what they do with that. So if I just click the arrow there, and it starts to kind of generate that. So it then sort of talks about this. So you can sort of edit this. If at this point you think, oh no, I'm not sure I want all of those things there. So it says introduction, form of the present continuous, meaning, examples, practice exercises, common mistakes, conclusions. Okay, let's see what they come up with based on that summary. Oh, you can see actually the credits is 40 for this. So it will use up 40 credits for this. Continue. As it's kind of creating the presentation, you can choose the theme down the side here, the different colors, or it will just pick one for you. I'll just pick a sort of flamingo one for now. Again, all of these things can be adjusted later. Okay. All right, seems to have done that. So now if we come down there and just click on the continue button at the bottom, here we go. You can see it moving very quickly, stitching all these different things together. Okay, even comes up with some speaking practice ideas. Okay, there we go. All right, I think that's done now. So let's go up and see what it's produced. Okay, yeah. Again, it kind of takes obviously the what I typed in to create the title, but you could change that. Like I said, anything there um, you can change and edit. Make it simpler or clearer. Again, text as well. If you want to change that, you can. Just leave that for now. I think it's really nice though if you're a sort of a teacher just needing some initial ideas for a particular structure or topic, you can put them in and try to get it to do that. It sort of seems to have pulled in various images from different places that they can look at. I suspect probably from Google or something like that. But it does describe exactly what the structure is. Again, you'd probably want some examples here to exemplify that. Okay, it's got some different examples. I found this a bit strange where it kind of creates this timeline, which is a little bit confusing from a teaching perspective, where we often use timelines to show when something happened or to show the relationship between different parts of a tense. But again, you can edit any of these. I think if you click any of them, you can kind of change the format. Okay, so you can say, okay, I want that maybe as a table or something like that. I think you can do that. Okay. Just kind of getting to grips with this, but you can certainly change how things look, change the color, change the way that it's organized on the page. You can see then you can sort of split things up in different ways, the way it looks on the page. Okay. I think you can add, if you look in between, when you click in between, you can see there's this little plus button. So you can add a new um, slide to it, or you can generate it with AI. Okay. So some more professional, split this into columns. It gives you some suggestions for things that you can do. Okay. So you can also share these in different ways. So if you click the share button at the top, you've got some options there. You can share it publicly, just as sort of a link for people to access. You can export it to a PDF or to PowerPoint. I've tried the PowerPoint, doesn't seem to work terribly well. I've tried it on both desktop and tablet, and both times it's kind of failed to do that. You can embed it in different places in another website. You can invite other people to be able to view it or possibly edit it as well. Or you can just present directly from the device. So you can just click on present, and then you've got the presentation and can use the arrow keys to go through your presentation if you wish. Okay. So interesting tool, interesting one to try out, I think. See if it helps you to at least spark some ideas, brainstorm some ideas for a lesson or some materials, and then make those adaptations or changes as you see fit. Whether it's something you want to pay for in the future, I don't know, but it's certainly an interesting tool to test out while you have the option to try it for free with the credits that they give you. Give it a go. Let us know in the chat what you think about it. I'll leave a link to it in the description as well so that you can access from there.